Hey there, YouTube. Crypto Force here again, bringing you another daily dose of crypto. And since we don't have a John McAfee pick today because he's doing it only on Mondays, I want to talk about a coin that a viewer has actually put in the comments section, and I'd never heard about this coin till today. It's called GreenMed, and as you probably know by the name, it is a cannabis or marijuana coin. And since I went ahead and did a review on GreenMed that I'm going to do here. Okay, let me start all over. Hey there, YouTube. Crypto Force here again, bringing you another daily dose of crypto. And today I want to talk about a coin that Jen Dean, a viewer, asked me to review in the comment section. And the actual coin is called GreenMed, and I've never heard of this coin until today. And as you probably noticed by the name, it is a cannabis or marijuana coin. And since I'm going to go ahead and do some research on and talk about GreenMed, I'm going to go ahead and talk about a couple of the other bigger marijuana coins in the crypto sphere. And one of the reasons is lack of information on GreenMed, and I'll get to that here in a minute. First, I want to explain why marijuana coins actually have a bright future in the crypto industry. Now, as this article states, this came out today, as a matter of fact. It says, major problem for the cannabis business, banks keep staying away. And as you read this article, you go through and it talks about, although it is legalized locally in many states and in different counties and cities and stuff like that across the U.S., federally it is still illegal to have it. And the reason being, it says many financial institutions resist because marijuana is still illegal on the federal level. It's listed by the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration as a Schedule I drug, the same classification as LSD, ecstasy, and heroin. Now, what that means is, if you say you make $10,000, in the day at your marijuana dispensary, you have that $10,000 in your pocket, you take it to any bank, since they are backed federally, they can actually seize that money. And one of the problems going on now with these dispensaries are, you have a lot of people hoarding cash inside, and that's not safe because, there's always somebody out there looking to rob you or make a quick buck, and they know these marijuana dispensaries have a lot of income coming in, and they know they're not going to put their money in the banks because they're afraid they'll lose the money to the federal government, so they hoard it, inside their stores or cannabis shops or, in their cars and stuff. So there's a lot of safety stuff going on with this, and so we basically have a conflict of state and federal government with the marijuana industry. Now, the way cryptocurrency could help, obviously it's decentralized, so it's safe, it's secure, it's anonymous, so that could make transactions really easy. Now, and obviously to where the federal government's not going to get their hands on your money. So let's go ahead and take a look at GreenMed Coin. And I go to the GreenMed website. I'm trying to read about this. I did get some information about an ICO that they did have, and it ran from September to the end of October. They have a total supply of 100 million coins. It was based on the Ethereum platform. And, it actually, if you read this website here, it's got a pretty good, looking website, pretty good idea. It's kind of interesting, though, because it talks about the GreenMed app, and it also talks about using your credit card as payments in the store. So essentially taking your GreenMed tokens, converting them over, and being able to put them on your credit card, and GreenMed will accept that at the dispensaries. But as you go through here, I cannot find anything on this whole website of any developers. There's not really much about it. You hit the about space, it just comes up with this little thing of the apps here, and then it shows the things that they'll be able to do. Now, there is a phone number you can call to find out more about this. Here's their credit card pre-purchase for pickup and everything. So, and it has some what people say about it supposedly. So this one, Jen, looks kind of fishy. I don't really know much about it. I mean, there's not a whole lot here. It doesn't say a lot. It just basically says that they want you to be able to purchase marijuana from the dispensary, with their token, and you can use their debit and credit cards. So, this is just really, fishy. I personally would not put money in GreenMed. I hope you don't have any and I'm pissing anybody off, but that's just the way I feel about it. I mean, I try to look up their token because ICO ended the end of October, try to find it on different exchanges and so forth. And it was on Coin Exchange and it's on BitGup, and I don't even know what the heck BitGup is. But it says it's trading for 8 cents, and the last bit was volume is $4 worth. So, I don't know where this is headed. I have no idea. So, excuse me. So, anyways, GreenMed, I don't know that I buy into that, Jen. I did not call this 800 number. I just was, trying to find stuff on the internet about it. Maybe they'll have some more information coming out sooner than later. I don't know, but me personally, I would not go with GreenMed. I don't really see much, optimism in it. So, moving right along. Next, we'll go to Paragon Coin, and you all might have heard of Paragon Coin. It's got a relatively low circulating supply. It's got 65 million. Total supply is 165 million. And it was actually started by, I believe her name was Jessica Verstag or Jen Verstag. She was Miss Iowa. And they have got some celebrity, a rapper, I think his name's The Game. And he's kind of the spokesman for this coin. And Paragon is kind of interesting. I mean, I know they raised at least like 22 or 25 million during their ICO. And it ran about the same time as GreenMed did. And when they ran their ICO and it ended, I think they made a relatively large amount of cash. And what the interesting thing about this is, it's, what they want to do is pull the cannabis community from marginalized to mainstream, and they want to build blockchain into every step of it, and help it work towards full legalization. But they want to make it all the way from basically the seed to the finished product, and ID everything from the plants biologically to the patients that come in, rent spaces out to growers, and do all this stuff with this Paragon coin. And Paragon coin will also offer you the opportunity to vote on stuff. And the first such thing that happened is all those that participated in the ICO, they got to actually cast votes on where the location of the first Paragon site was going to be, and they chose Los Angeles. And in January, I believe if we go down here to the roadmap, Paragon space will be acquired. So right now they are going to purchase one. It is going to be in LA, and they do have a nice website. It does show the team. Here's Jessica Verstag. She was Miss Iowa. Like I said, she's one that is the head of this. This is her husband, and he's supposed to be like a Russian, really well known for internet. But the more research I did, there was actually some Russian people on different websites and blogs saying nobody knows who he is. So I have no idea. But this coin looks like it has a lot of people behind it. It did raise a lot of money. Here's the development team. I don't know any individual name here, but there they are. And then it shows the advisor. Here's Jason Taylor, who is The Game. I'm not sure who that is either. But here is their team and their advisor. So at least they show that on their website. Now, the one interesting point about this is, if I understand it correctly, you cannot actually purchase marijuana from them. You can do everything but actually purchase the marijuana from them. So if I'm understanding what I've been researching correctly, that is, what Paragon does. They supply everything, from the point of the growth to finished product, but they don't sell the finished product. So that's a little bit about Paragon. They have a pretty nice white paper, and I'll show you guys the price here, what's going on with it. And you can see at the ICO, it actually ICO'd pretty high back here. I mean, it was all the way back up to, it was almost $1. It's like 70 cents or something, and that came out at the end of October. And it pretty much went down to a quarter. It's starting to go back up. It's around 58 to 60 cents. But there seems to be kind of a lackluster thought of it, because it looks like only 110,000 in volume here. So, relatively low volume. I do like the circulating supply of this coin. It seems like it's trying to do a whole lot in a space, and hopefully it'll work out for them. But I think they're trying to do a lot. I saw a lot of warnings as I was researching about people that had reservations about this coin. But I'm just trying to give you guys the facts of this stuff. And then we go to PopCoin, and don't get me wrong, there's hemp coin, there's THC coin, there's several other marijuana coins out there, but these are the two bigger ones, and then the other one was just, like I said, a coin that someone wanted me to review. So if we go to PopCoin is by far the biggest, the most well known of the marijuana cryptocurrencies. And PopCoin, if you remember when Dennis Rodman went to North Korea back, I think it was in August or September, he wore a PopCoin shirt to the airport, and that boosted the price like crazy. So Dennis Rodman is sort of the celebrity on board with PopCoin. PopCoin, as far as I know, is the oldest coin. It's around since 2014. And their coin structure is not too bad. Their circulating supply is 219 million. Their total supply is 450 million. And what PopCoin is, it's a peer-to-peer cryptocurrency, and it exists because they aim to become the standard form of payment for the legalized cannabis industry. So they're all about just being a leader as far as the payment for legalized cannabis. So, they could do it without having the owners of the dispensaries worrying about putting cash money in federal banks and getting seized. It can all be done through PopCoin, and the PopCoin will hold the value. So, the federal government can't take their money away. So, like I said, it'll offer safety because they're not hoarding masses of money in their dispensaries and their cars and, getting robbed and things of that nature. So, the website, it's pretty nice. They have a really good video here explaining exactly what PopCoin is. And let's see, what else was big on this thing? It's been on a bunch of news programs, obviously, especially with the Dennis Rodman hype. And, they got their own wallet. The one thing I couldn't find when I click on developers, this is more for if you're a developer, coming in to check it out, maybe, get involved with it, because I couldn't really find any personalized information about the actual developers and, the CEO who come up with it and all that stuff. So, you hit history of PopCoin, and like I said, it doesn't actually go into any names, but they have a really good roadmap here. I really like it. It explains really in detail of what they've done, what they're doing. It talks about, getting their legal marijuana dispensaries going, the medical marijuana patients. And remember, they want to target all the legalized dispensaries. Not that, this isn't about doing stuff on the dark web or, going under the guise of just using decentralized currency to purchase illegal marijuana. This is about actually doing it legally. So, got to give them props for that. So, tell me what you guys think. Like I said, this is probably the bigger of the PopCoins, the biggest, I would say. And we'll take a look at the price real quick. And as you can see, this one's definitely pretty popular. It has $8 million, 8.2 million in volume for the last 24 hours, as opposed to 150,000 from Paragon and $4 from GreenMed. This one is definitely the coin, in my opinion, to have. It's definitely gone up. Gosh, this is kind of like a Bitcoin thing. If you could have gotten it back here at the thousandths of a cent level, and rode it all the way up here to the 34 cents, 35 cents, you'd maybe be making some buck. But anyways, in my opinion, PopCoin is definitely the leader in this market. I think they definitely are the most legit and have the most value and most for you to look forward to. So you guys give me your opinions. Let me know if you want me to do another review on a different coin or an ICO coming out. Let me know what you think. If you guys ever hear any news on some crypto you think that's cutting edge or something really awesome I'd like to hear about, please, by all means, send it to me. Like I say every day, I'm trying to learn more about crypto. This will be the wave of the future. And hope you guys are doing good today. The market's been a little red on us, but that is expected. I really expect it to be turning around soon. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing the McAfee picks. They're every Monday now. And hope you guys have had a great holidays. New Year's coming up. Hope you guys have a great New Year's. Stay safe. And as always, guys, good luck trading, and Crypto Force signing out.